and this is Ben, who's just joining us on our trip. And today we're at Kennedy Space Center. We had problems with our room last night, which I will talk about in a little bit. But we have got a transfer to Kennedy Space Center. It took about, how long do you think that took? About 45 minutes. Basically, a little minivan picked us up from the Disney Swan Hotel, and we then went to like a central point which was right next to the Orlando Eye, where a double-decker bus picked us up, and that took about 45 minutes to get here, which was fine. It was really easy. We're here, we've just arrived at Kennedy Space Center. We're about to go through security. Do you want to go through security before it gets really busy? No. So, we just got a drink. I got a Gatorade and then got some water and a cookie. So, basically to just explain what happened last night. So, you would have seen, we turned up at the room and there was like about 15 to 20 just like dead love bugs just on the entrance of the door, like inside the room, which wasn't a great start. So, we spoke to the reception area and they said that the only rooms they had available for us to move to was a standard room, and that would basically be like a downgrade because we've got a preferred room, so they said that wasn't a great idea. They then said we'll see if there's anywhere, any other resorts we can move you to, so we wouldn't be staying Caribbean Beach. So we said that's fine, but he looked and he said there's nowhere for us to move to like last night. So he said ring back in the morning and we'll see what we can do for you then. So we stayed in Caribbean Beach last night. It was probably the worst night's sleep I've had. Well, no, not probably. It was the worst night's sleep I've had since we've been in Florida. I mean, it wasn't a great start for the fact that it was all the dead flies on the floor and stuff, but then very noisy. There was people going up and down outside the room. We had a ground floor room. There was people going up and down outside the room all night. It was very loud. We heard the woman in the room next door. There was like a connecting door, and it was obviously very thin, so we could hear everything they were saying. And then the fan, it sounded like someone was like tapping a pot, like a cooking pot all night. It was just like ting 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 ting, wasn't it? Which alright, we did turn it off. When we got to about 1 AM and I was so hot, we couldn't leave it off. So we ended up turning it back on, just had to put up with that. So it was a terrible night's sleep, honestly, it was so bad. So we rang this morning and we explained to the lady what had happened and the fact that we wanted to move and stuff, and she was then on the case. But during all this, obviously we had to leave the room by about 7:15 to get this transfer because we were getting a bus at 8 o'clock from the Swan Hotel, so we had to get to the Swan, get an Uber to Swan for 8 o'clock. And then they were taking ages to look and stuff. So it was about 25:07. They were still looking where we could move us. And I was saying to Ben, we've just got to go. We're gonna have to leave the bags in this room, all packed up, and then just say to them, can you move our bags if we move? So eventually we got through to her, and she basically said, look, give me an email address and I'll email you, and just leave your bags in the room all packed up and we'll move them. Because we were saying we've got to go. So anyway, we did that. And then when we got off the bus at the Orlando Eye, I checked my email and I had an email that said that the only other place that they had availability was Animal Kingdom Lodge, which obviously we were not complaining about at all. So basically they had moved us to, well, as far as we know, they're moving all our stuff and everything, and we're checking into Animal Kingdom Lodge when we get back. Now obviously I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to be the end of it. I don't know what's going on, but we are gonna go, and hopefully it'll all be smooth plain sailing, and that's what's gonna happen. I mean, I struggle to believe it's gonna be as simple as that, but we shall see. Disney have come up trumps, and they have moved us, to be fair to them, and they moved us to Deluxe, and so we'll be staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge for the next, well, until we leave now, because we were already booked into Animal Kingdom Lodge from Thursday night. But now we'll be staying there for the next 4 nights as well. So if all else is fine and it all is smooth sailing, then that's what will be happening. So that's that, just to explain what's happened so far this morning. And that's why we were in quite a rush, so I couldn't get the camera out before now really. yeah, it was a good journey. When we turned up at the Orlando Eye to get on the second bus, it was about a 10-minute wait, and then we got on the second bus. The second bus was fine. They had Wi-Fi, they had charging ports if you wanted it. They did a little tour on the way, like here. They told you all about the area, so it was really good actually. I couldn't fault it. It was with Brayline. Brayline is the company that had taken us here. So yeah, we've just arrived at the Space Center. I'll show you where we are now. So you've got the little NASA ball thing over there, if you can see that. There's one of the shuttles, and this is just security here. We've just got a snack from this rocket fuel place here because we were really thirsty. We didn't have time to get anything this morning. And we're now going to try and get through this security line in order to meet up with the guide in about 10 minutes time or something. So yeah, that's kind of where we are with it. I'm also going to add an aside to everything I've just said. I don't know if you can see me real well. Everything I've just said about Caribbean Beach. So we were not expecting to be moved to Deluxe Resort. The only reason they moved us is because number one, they didn't have any of the preferred rooms available in Caribbean Beach, and number two, they didn't have any rooms available in any other moderate resort. So that's the only reason we got upgraded and moved into Animal Kingdom Lodge. I don't think that was a normal thing to do, and like I say, we were not expecting to be. We're very, 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 very grateful to have been moved. Yeah, we're very, 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 very grateful to be moved, but we weren't expecting it, and we were only moved because they had no other rooms left.
Real rockets out here. They could have flown. They were no deposit, no return equipment designed for carrying warheads during the Cold War.
And it's going to be reusable. Can't do that with a rocket. It's not a rocket. It's a shuttle.
Now it's time to go to the next step. Sketch pad to launch pad. Going to the moon was a camping trip. Now our job is to work and live in space. This vehicle has to do something that we have never done before. Perform 4 key tasks and be able to do them over and over again. There is nothing easy about putting a ship back up into space, let alone a whole fleet of ships. But first, let's talk about the launch. We have never designed engines and vehicles that can be reused. But we will, and once we're in orbit, we go to work. We want to take all kinds of cargo up there in addition to the people. Science labs, satellites, even the space station. And when all the work is done, we gotta bring everybody back home. All right now, the country's waiting. Let's build ourselves a space shuttle.
It's too big, it's too heavy. But we're launching one spaceship on the back of an even bigger one.
What if we split the booster into its pieces? Rockets, fuel tank.
It's supposed to be reusable. How do we get all those parts home?
What if we just throw the fuel tank away? We're writing all new processes, procedures, manuals. We've never had to reuse a ship before.
We're also going to have to build some really big garages.
Sir, what if she lands somewhere other than Florida? How does she get back here? It's a glider.
Buy her a plane ticket home.
Ablative heat shields are heavy, and they burn up on re-entry. We need a more reusable solution. Silica foam tiles, thousands of them, fitted together in one lightweight, reusable heat shield.
So I think the best place to start in this place, best place to start in this place is that Atlantis presentation. Basically goes through and tells you all about how, I guess how the kind of timeline of like them trying to design it, come up with a way to bring like the space shuttle back to Earth basically, without it just exploding into nothingness. So they could take people up and bring them back. Just kind of yeah, take people up, bring them back, and then obviously to therefore do the International Space Station and stuff like that. And it goes through all the presentation, then it kind of like a theatre you go into, and right at the end the theatre comes up, and then you see the actual Atlantis Space Shuttle, which is what we've just been at there. So now we're just going around and they give you all detail about how they did it, what they used, the shuttle itself, etc. And it is the actual one they used. So that's what you come out into. You see all the Atlantis, its parts. It gives you more detail as you go around, almost like a discovery centre kind of thing. How they put it together, everything. What? Is that a toilet or something?
Waste collection system.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the engine and all the wiring and stuff, absolutely incredible to even remotely think. I mean, they talk about rocket. It's not like rocket science. Well, you can see why, because it's just incredible, isn't it? Like, who even thought to put all those bits together and just like had the ability to Orlando to London in under 15 minutes?
NASA Airways.
NASA Airways. Try 9.5 hours.
Thomas Cook to shame.
Yeah, NASA should just start their own airline, shouldn't they? You go inside a replica of the International Space Station, but you have to take your shoes off first and put them in here. So you go in here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Oh my. You go in.
I've got the rucksack on.
Skip through my arse.
I was not built for this. Like Kids Zone.
This is exactly like Zoom or Kids Zone or something. Hello, Ben.
But they didn't make them take their shoes off.
They say astronauts don't wear shoes. That's exactly what they have to go through on the space station. Well, it's very small, isn't it? You wouldn't be able to be huge in here, would you? Oh my god, Ben. Ben, you go through like a perspex tunnel.
I'm trying to think for it.
Oh my god.
Can you take them out? face.
No, I'm more scared. I can't. This is actually scaring me a bit. You can like see through. Sorry. What is happening? What is happening?
I didn't fit with the bag.
But look, it's like I can't. I'm scared. Just appreciate what's happening here. Let me get out of this tunnel. Come on, Ben.
So sweaty in there.
Come on.
I'm like a slow moving tool. Unpleasant in the knee.
No, it hurts so much. Ben's stuck in the space shuttle.
International Space Station.
So apparently, the International Space Station, bigger than a 6-bedroom house, but only has the internal volume of a Boeing 747. So tiny. Weighs almost £1 million and travels the equivalent distance to the moon and back each day. But I don't know how they all, like, seriously, how the hell do they crawl through those? That is not pleasant on the knees, I can tell you. That was funny, wasn't it? Here you go, here's your hat.
Feels like I'll crawl to the moon on that.
That was the best thing that I've ever seen. Anyway, they're heading down into, I think it's more of like sort of a discovery centre situation down here. That's the thing we were just crawling in. Look, here's the ground. That's the thing we were just crawling in. Aspect, hole. Ground, hole. Yeah, see, I thought this thing was just a fun slide. No, apparently, when the guy just come in, they come in at 22 degrees, which is what that slide was. Right, we just went on a simulation thing. That's supposed to be like the most realistic simulation to shuttle launch, isn't it?
That's what they say.
That's what they say anyway. And I can tell you, it's nowhere near as bad as Mission Space in Epcot. So if you don't like Mission Space, that one's fine. And then, it was quite long though, wasn't it? Yeah. So the whole thing took about 20 minutes? Something like that. So we're now, and then we kind of came out and we like collecting these press pennies. So we got another press penny. But it basically just has the Atlantis space shuttle on it, and it just says Kennedy Space Center. Well, there's more here. They have these all around. There's more here. So the one we got isn't on that, but they're only 50 cents, and then the one is for the actual thing. So now we're in the gift shop. Can you put that back in the purse, please, Ben? So now we're in the gift shop, having a look at the NASA merchandise. Jumpers like this, which are sort of like the crew neck and like soft inside, but I kind of like a bit of a looser one, so I want to get a medium, but they don't have a medium here, but the lady said to try the other gift shop, so we'll try the other gift shop. It's the original prototype they had of a space shuttle. What's it say? Very cool. So now we're done in the Atlantis area with the simulation and all that. Where are we going to go now?
To the cafe.
Okay, so we're going to go to the cafe. Is that the next thing we were supposed to do?
Yeah.
What was it, 2 o'clock?
Simulation.
Okay, so we're still going to go to a different building at 2 o'clock, so we'll then we're just going to grab some lunch. There's a couple of cafes around here to grab some stuff. I think it's just like general sort of quick service stuff. It's really nice. It's actually very quiet. It's not busy at all here. Like, it's very quiet. There's like a few busloads of people, and that's probably about it.
It's actually quite interesting, even if you're not really interested in space.
Yeah, it's true. Even if you're not really interested, because it's stuff that's actually happened, and like, you know, you can actually relate to it. It is really interesting.
It's not sort of highly technical.
No, it's not sort of like, I don't know, nerdy.
Yeah,
it's just interesting to see what actually like humankind has done, isn't it? So anyway, look at this huge thing. So this is one of the, this is like the fuel things, isn't it? So those, basically the two white cylinders on the outside, they drop off once they've burnt all the fuel inside of them and land in the sea. And then they go and collect them, don't they?
Yeah.
And reuse them. And then the middle bit burns up when it's run out of fuel, when it's got it into the out of the atmosphere. And then that one like falls off as well. And then as it comes back into the Earth's atmosphere, it just burns up. So that's the only bit of the whole thing which isn't reusable, they said. It's pretty mental, that huge thing isn't reusable. But if you're gonna get something into space, so yeah, this is, so just for sort of give you a guide of where stuff is, that's the bus where you get the bus. Hang on, are we supposed to get the bus next? Yeah, so we need to go and get the bus now, and then we do that, wasn't it? So this is the Atlantis building here. There's a bus tour here that they do, so we're just going to go queue up for the bus tour. And then there's like an Orbit cafe. Should I take a picture of you next to this? I think the next thing we had to do is go and get the bus, so we're just going to go and queue up to get on one of the buses now, and then we'll go and get some lunch. It's been good though, hasn't it? Have you enjoyed it? So far? Very good. And it's nice that it's so quiet compared to any parks. So we just did the bus tour. It basically took you around to see the like launch pads and everything to do with the launch pads, and you know, like rocket launches and shuttle launches and all of that. So that was quite interesting, wasn't it? And like where they assemble the like shuttles and rockets and all that, and all the kind of like engineering that goes into doing that, because obviously they're huge and heavy and transporting them and everything, which is very interesting. So now we're just at Saturn V, which is all about the moon launch, basically.
Gonna go touch the moon rock.
Yeah, it's all about the moon launches. We don't really have much time to go do this. Sort of exhibition about Apollo, and they have various moon samples that they brought back. There's the Apollo 12 capsule. They had like the suits, space suits over there. All the different space suits.
Second to the left is wide.
And then they have, what's this here? Oh, the flight plan. So they've got the flight plan there as well. Actually show lunch, but we went to the Moon Rock Cafe, which is in the Saturn V bit. Is it Saturn V? Which you get the bus to, which is much quieter because I think there's less people here, isn't there? Ben just got the chicken tenders. I got a salad and some fries, and we both got a fountain drink, and it came to $21.50. Yeah, $21.50. It was really reasonable. The same thing in Disney, yeah, would have cost about at least $30. So we're just going to get the bus back now.
Explore beyond our world, the journey ultimately starts right here, in the imagination of our youth. It is so important to support STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, focused education curricula to foster that next generation of rocket scientists, physicists, chemists, and of course, astronauts. These core building blocks form the foundation of the incredible achievements of NASA. The astronaut training experience here at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex works with
After my jumper, so we're heading into the world's largest NASA shop. I'll speak to this. So I went into the shop, I got the jumper, not in the size I wanted because I wanted a medium because I like them slightly bigger, but they're small fitted wide, so I just got the small in the end. And then we went for this presentation called Journey to the Universe. It was Journey to the Universe, I think. 3D. It's like an IMAX 3D thing, and we watched that for about 40 minutes or so, and that was basically just giving, I don't know, how would you describe that? It was almost like
Spain, the development of human spaceflight.
yeah, it was just talking about and like what's going to happen next and stuff. So in about 10 minutes we've got there's like a rocket garden here, so they've got like 7 or so rockets just in a garden kind of thing. A presentation on that for about 20 minutes, and then I think it will soon be after that be time for us to head off, won't it? We'll have a look at the Hall of Fame thing and then probably go, won't we?
The Heroes and Legends.
Huh? The Heroes and Legends thing, yeah. So overall, I think I've really enjoyed it. I think it's made me far more aware about like space, you know, travel and all that sort of stuff. But even if you're not into space and like you're not really into all that stuff, it's still really interesting, isn't it? And I think it's well worth a visit. Like, there's a lot to do here. There's lots of shows. There's lots of like presentations. There's lots of like information. You see a lot of like actual space.
Space shuttle thing.
Yeah. All of that sort of stuff, which is really interesting as well. To actually get to see things that have actually been in space and stuff. So I think it's well worth a visit. I mean, a day is probably enough. Like, I mean, we haven't got to do everything, but I haven't wanted to do all of it. Like some bits I wouldn't have done. Yeah, unless you've got like a special interest in it. That's probably some of it which you're not going to do anyway. So a day is probably enough, but I would spend a day here. I don't think you could really do less than a day.
No.
You need a day. But it's been really interesting, and it makes you just far more aware and like gives you a better understanding of all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think it was worth it. I think you can get the tickets from the UK about £35 each or something. We paid for transport as well, so we didn't have a car. So we did like a package, which was the ticket and transport. But I thought that was good as well. I thought that's worked well. The transport for us worked well as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really smooth actually. Yeah.
So yeah, we've enjoyed it. We've had a good day. We're just waiting for this rocket garden talk thing to start, but I'm not sure if it'll start or not because it's weather permitting and it is like raining a bit. So we'll see. They'll meet there, I'm sure, literally just there so we can see. Otherwise, we'll just go and have a look at the Heroes and Legends Hall of Fame thing, and then we'll head back to the bus probably. So it's now 4:10. The thing was meant to start at 4, and no one turned up. From our little viewing spot, we saw no one turned up, and everyone else had given up. So I think we're now just going to wander around and have a look at the placards ourselves next to them. They look pretty. Look, these bugs are so annoying. There's loads. There's even more around here than there are. Oh no, there's even more around here than there are around Disney. But anyway, enough of the bugs. This is so impressive. Look at these things. They are super impressive. This one, what's this one right here? So this one's aiming at the heavens. It's called Atlas Aegina. Look at all of these. Also, we were just saying that in the US today is Mother's Day and it's a Sunday, and it's much busier at all of the parks and stuff on the weekends anyway, and Mother's Day I think would have just been a complete nightmare. So actually it's been quite a strategically good day to come here. Not that we planned it like that, but it has, because it's really quiet here, isn't it? I mean, I was saying Universal quiet, I mean here it's super quiet considering it's a weekend and it's Mother's Day and stuff. It's really quite quiet, and it's actually nice to get away from those crowds for a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really nice.
Yeah, so we've had a nice day. just in the nature and technology bit. Basically nothing to do with rockets. And it's literally, it's just all about the like nature in Florida and stuff. It's quite nice. This tells you a bit about where it is. Oh, there's a deer. About fire management. It's the heroes and legends thing, that thing. It was alright. Just a bit.
Inspiring young children.
Yeah, I think it was to inspiring people to become astronauts basically. But anyway, that's the end of our day here. We're gonna head back to the bus now. And yeah, that will take us back to this one, and then I think we'll see what we're going to do on the bus. We'll have a conversation about what we're going to do after that, because I think we're keen on going back to Target and maybe going for dinner at Sweet Tomatoes. So we'll see what we're going to do. But bye to Kennedy Space Centre for now. Okay, so we're back. That bus ride on the way back felt really long, didn't it? But also the there's like suddenly when we're about 10 minutes into the journey, there's like loads of water started like coming down. I was thinking, oh my god, someone's bottle of water is leaking out of like the overhead storage thing. And then it became loads, and I'm not kidding, it was like a waterfall. I was like, oh my god, what is that? So people were like getting up because it was all down the road, and we were thinking, what the hell's that? And then I said it must have been the aircon basically like leaking. And when I say leaking, I'm not exaggerating when I say it was practically like a waterfall, like a lot. So we all had to move downstairs, so that was a bit annoying. But anyway, it felt very long. I guess it's because we're tired, because it's been a long day. But so we're back. They dropped us off at the Swan Hotel. We got an Uber to Target. We've just been in TJ Maxx, got a few bits to take back, and now we're about to go to Sweet Tomatoes. Ben just nearly fell over. I wish I'd got that on camera. Just tripped over the curb. Also, the curbs are very high in America, aren't they? But anyway, he nearly tripped over. That's quite funny. But no, Sweet Tomatoes is that one where you go in, you don't pay, you literally go in, and as you go in, you pick up any salad and bits you want, and then you pay at the end of the salad bit. And then you try not to get run over by a car, and then you go up and get any soups and potatoes and all that sort of bits and pieces you want. I'll try and show you a bit on the way out, because on the way in I was trying to actually like get to my food. So I'll show you as we walk into the door what it looks like, but I'll show you more as we like walk out. I'll show you the salad bar and stuff. But yeah, we liked this last time, didn't we? So hopefully it will live up to its expectations again. Say hi.
I can get that without falling over.
Yeah, that was a so near one as well. Yeah. That was really quite close. So just a quick overview. It's literally you walk in and here's all the salad down here. So you've got salady bits, pastas, everything you can add to your salads all down here. Before I start munching my way through this. So you can just top up your salad, have as much salad as you want. It's just like eat as much as you like. The whole thing is eat as much as you like, it's just a buffet. But this is sort of salady stuff you can get. Right, so I just went up to the main soup bit. So they have soups, they have potatoes, they have sweet potatoes, they have breads, they have muffins, they have pizza, they have, what else is there? Stuff you can add to your potatoes, all sorts of stuff. So I just got a baked potato and cheese and butter, and they are the really nice baked potatoes because they clearly do them in like a potato oven, don't they? So the skin's all like crispy and nice. And like I say, eat as much as you like, so you can go up again and again and again if you want to. Tasty? Right. Just finished at Sweet Tomatoes. Actually, I forgot to tell you dessert. I got too excited. So yeah, as I said, soups, breads, all that shebang. And then for dessert, they have an ice cream machine, so you can have chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. They vary what they have. They have like sweet, kind of like bread puddings. Last time we went, they had a brownie. This time they had like cookie dough. They have sprinkles, they have sauces, they have, what's in the end there? Is that what it is? Muffins and stuff. They have all sorts of stuff. It's really, really good place, and the service is always absolutely impeccable. Like, it is really good in there. Like, always really, really. Yeah, I mean the staff. Yeah, that's obviously what else I mean. No, the staff are amazing, like really, really good. And we're at the one, just for, so you know, we're at the Super Target on oh, what's this place called? Oh, I'll have to have a look. It's something Boulevard.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Rolling Oaks? Rolling Oaks. We're at Rolling Oaks Boulevard, which is like a shopping complex. So it's got a Super Target, it's got a TJ Maxx, it's got Dollar Tree, it's got Ulta, and then it's got Sweet Tomatoes. I think it also has a Longhorn Steakhouse. So it's quite a big place. So it's quite a good place that if you need to go to Target or, you know, any of the other places, a good place to then just get food as well. So we just go to the Sweet Tomatoes, which is just over from the Super Target. And now we're gonna go into the Super Target. Oh, and by the way, it cost, I think I said this last time, but it cost $12.39 plus tax for an adult buffet meal, which I think is really reasonable, isn't it? So for that, it cost us $30, and really reasonable. Eat what you like, eat as much as you like, and the food is always really good. It's always made like fresh and everything. It's not like, you know, old and sitting there for ages, and there's people constantly renewing it. So really, really recommend, highly, 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 highly recommend that Sweet Tomatoes, Rolling Oaks Boulevard. Okay, anyway, moving on. Going into Target. Favourite place. See you in there. Right, so we're done in Target. Got picked up a few makeup bits that I can't get in the UK, and it ended up coming to $70. Wasn't expecting it, but that's fine. So what's that then? So we're gonna go over to, oh, I look shiny. We're gonna go to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Look how shiny I look. We're gonna go over to Animal Kingdom Lodge now, and hopefully everything will be fine with our rooms. But when we get there, I will show you it. But we're gonna get an Uber now. Hello. So we just checked in at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It was all fine. It was on the booking, and it turns out we don't have to move rooms, which we thought we were going to have to at the end of the booking for our actual booking. So we're just staying in one room, which is really good. And our cases got here. We did lose a resort mug in transit, but the lady at the Bell Services was just like, oh, ask them at reception and they'll give you a credit to go and buy a new one. But then when we got to the I thought you could always just use your resort mug in whatever your resort mug in whatever like across all the resorts, but she was like, oh no, like once one reservation finishes, you then have to pay again. So I was like, but it worked in Caribbean Beach, because when we moved from Port Century to Caribbean Beach, it worked. So that didn't make any sense, and it said on the screen it valid until the 18th, which is until the end of all of our reservations. So I'm not sure that's true, but whatever. I'm just happy because it is so nice here. I'm just gonna show you the room. Super nice, super nice. So let me just go back to the door. So we're on the first floor. We have a pool view room. Where's the light? Where's the light for the bathroom? Ben? Yeah. Is this a light? Here's a light. So you walk in, a double sink, a big mirror, a nice toilet, got a nice bath here. Oh, it's so nice. I love the double sink situation. And then we've got loads of like storage, loads of storage just here, and more storage here with a safe in there, an iron, all this hanging space in here.
Oh, thank God we've got
comes through. No, but people like to know what's available. A little fridge with nothing in it. Just a little fridge. Coffee making facilities with a coffee maker, 2 queen beds, Ben, a TV, some more storage under there, table and chairs, another mirror, I love this place. I never want to leave. Ow! Hit my nose on that thing. Let's have a look out here, Ben. Come out. And now we're out. Actually, you can't see the pool. You can't see the pool. Then this is our little terrace. We've got a little terrace. Is there a light out here?
I think so.
Anyway, we have a little terrace with, that's a chair there, isn't it? You can't see. And a table and another chair. So nice. There's the walkway here, and the pool I think is in that direction. But it's not as close to the pool as I thought it would be, which is really good. Because I thought it might be a bit noisy, but it's alright. We need to check what time the pool closes actually. Like, so. Yeah, no, I think tonight we just go to bed. Are you happy?
It is lovely.
Yeah.
It's very well themed.
Thoughts on the resort?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I suppose the only upgrade would be if we had a
Savannah view.
a savannah view, but to be quite honest, you can go around and look at it all.
Yeah, but considering we've just been moved here.
Not to be expected, so yeah, overall very happy.
Yeah. Once again, this was not expected. They just couldn't. They didn't have any other available. They didn't have any other available preferred rooms in Caribbean Beach. And oh, we're a bit kind of like out of focus here. Okay. They basically didn't want to transfer us to a standard room in Caribbean Beach because that would be a downgrade. And obviously in Disney they only ever want to like move you onto the same level or up. They don't really want to downgrade you. So they looked around and there weren't any in the other moderate resorts, so they found this one, so that's why we're here. It's not, I don't think they would usually do this, and if it's possible they will move you onto the same tier, not a higher tier. This is just very, very lucky, and yeah, we're really, really happy. So very, very grateful, very, very happy, and we're here for the next.
Good job, Disney.
How many nights? What is it? Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Friday night. 6 nights. So we're in this room for 6 nights. Oh, so happy. Anyway, so good result. Was really happy. Well done, Disney. Poor show to start with, but really good show to end with. And they sorted it out really well, so we're happy. Aren't we?
Yeah.
You happy?
Very happy.
Good. So we'll end this for tonight now. Very tired and we've had a long day. So tomorrow, so you can see Ben as well. So tomorrow morning we're off to Trails End for breakfast. Another one of their buffet breakfast restaurants.
Oh, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah, I know, we've just actually eaten our weight in sweet tomatoes, but not literally sweet tomatoes, but the restaurant. But anyway, Trails End for breakfast. I'm sure you'll be ready by then. And then in the afternoon we've got fast passes booked for Hollywood Studios. So we've got Slinky Dog, the elusive Slinky Dog, and Star Tours and Rock and Roller Coaster. So that'll be super fun, and it'll be for our first day properly back at Disney for about 4 days. So it's exciting and we're looking forward to it. And we're going to try and make some more reservations for Disney property, because that's our last reservation. So I'm going to try and make some more reservations, but for now, happy Sunday evening, and we'll sign off until tomorrow. Bye.